want to start this off by stating very bluntly that this is just unfortunate. And I don't agree with somebody getting paid for calling a child the N-word. I don't agree with the Austin Metcalf and Carmelo Anthony situation and him also receiving money for basically unaliving a white person. That's basically the basis of it for a lot of people. You don't believe me? The clear delusion.
Unpopular opinion, racists aren't emboldened because Trump is in office. Racists are emboldened because they haven't had to swallow their teeth. They can call you hard ER today and get $1 million tomorrow. And it'll all get swept under the rug because they all still have their teeth. Unpopular.
We just watched a man raise over $500,000 and people comment celebrating that they're happy that he took a stand against him, but completely dismiss the fact that this young man had a knife at school. And somehow say that this is, I've seen comments like this is reparations. Now, I don't agree with Shiloh being able to raise $500,000 either. But there's more.
And in 2025, this is what you do? And the fact that you did that when that little boy's parents were not around, they were not present. What kind of person are you behind closed doors? Like, I'm fearful of your children, and I hope that they get removed from your care because you are breeding something that a monster. They deserve so much better than you. You are the lowest person. And the people in the comments that are comment anonymously, you picked the wrong fucking thing to be like you. That's a battle you're never going to win. There's people interracing all the time. Everybody's mixed with something. All the problems in the world right now, and you choose to be racist? Blow up her shit. Like, blow it up. Go to her GoFundMe. Report people on that. Get it shut down. She doesn't... $100,000? $100,000 because you're racist? Minnesota was never great. Minnesota's like the 4th racist state in the states.
Now, I don't disagree in terms of this is not good behavior. I don't think anybody on either side should be racist. No, but racism is not okay. We're not okay with that. But I can't help but just sit back here and go, but it's okay for Carmelo Anthony to kill somebody? I have to keep saying it. No, I don't agree with neither one of them getting no money for this. But if it came down to it, really? If it came over a word versus somebody's life? And was that kid really a kid, too? We have a photo that came out. But in reaction to the news, blacks are now advocating, other black people, shall I say, are advocating for physical assault.
Hey, TikTok, I just got a real quick question. So we all know what happened with Shiloh Hendrix and how she got all this goddamn money, right? Off all the wrong reasons. But you know what? It is what it is at this point, right? So I'm just sitting here thinking, what about the baby? What about the baby? Because technically that baby is going to grow up and be part of the goddamn Triple K.
Are you saying that baby's going to grow up and be a Democrat?
Baby might grow up to be Hitler. That baby is going to grow up and probably be the worst of the worst out there in the world. And you know what? I don't want that baby policing children that look like me. I don't want that baby growing up doing anything else that to people that look like me, all because it was taught that. But since, unfortunately, CPS is not going to be able to do nothing, what should we do? I think you guys should let me know in the comments, because part of my thinking was, fuck it, start a GoFundMe, you know, raise about $1 million, go slap the hell out that baby, make that baby brainless or something for a while.
I don't agree with that, and I'm stopping it right there because I would not allow somebody to come on this platform, or I would not put somebody on this platform who would advocate for something as stupid as that. I really have to hold back a lot right now. That just really pissed me off. Biopic wrote, our team has been, oh, hold on, it just switched. The team has been in contact with law enforcement and can confirm the state currently has no interest in going after her kids. They have been dismissed of all complaints as meritless. Now, this kid, we don't have facial recognition. Amen. I do not want to show no face, but this is allegedly. After doing some brief research, Greg Holt wrote, I'm going to go ahead and say that it's highly unlikely the kid at the center of the Shiloh Hendrix is a 5-year-old. And this is allegedly the picture. But again, guys, this is the internet. I don't know. Lily posted this a few days ago, or earlier this week, right? Well, last week, I'm sorry.
There's a mom, Shiloh Hendrix, going viral on the internet right now. She told a kid who, by the way, when you actually look at the picture, the kid is like pretty decent sized child. He was rummaging through her bag and stealing her children's, toys or whatever out of her bag. She tells him to fuck off, essentially, which when you look at the video, the guy filming the video, he's a Somali Hassan, whatever. He's a pedophile, actually. He's going to court in a little bit for raping an underage girl after offering her a place to stay. So that's your great people. And this is just like, this is whites having enough of it. We're sick of being bullied in our own country. You have this guy, he's not even from here. He's got a fucking accent. He's a convicted pedophile in a playground in a park. So what are you doing there anyway? He's swarming the streets, and now he's trying to get her life ruined. He's like, oh, this is hate speech. There will be consequences. I'm sorry. This is America. You have free speech in this country. So go and support her. She's got like a Gifts and Go up. But this is great. This is white people finally being fed up with this shit. And the fact that we have brown people trying to take away white people's rights in a white country when we have the Constitution and freedom of speech, and they come from their shit countries where you can be locked up for hate speech. This is just disgusting. This is everything wrong with immigrants. This is everything wrong with brown people in our fucking country. And this is why we need to kick them all out. Because they not only come to our country and rape our children, but they also come to our country and try to impose their third world religion and their third world laws on us. This is white people's country. This is a white country for white people. These people are not welcome, and I'm glad to see people are finally standing up. So stand with her, and everybody's trying to, shit on her and spin the narrative and ruin her life. But if you can give some to her, because W mom of the year, and show some hate to him as well.
Of course, I don't agree with the idea of financially supporting this. But I want to point out that for whatever reason, we're creating the thing we claim we don't want the most as black people. And it's creating and exciting more and more of this, I keep telling y'all, this racial divide. I don't know, I feel like somewhere behind the scenes, this is somehow being marketed and orchestrated in this way. And I can't put my finger on, I mean, I can think of some whys, but You got black people, you got us making these videos every single day. White people this, white people that, and the white man this, the white man that, and you know, ain't nobody holding these white people accountable. Violence against white people, and we're so oppressed, and everything is working against us, and all this other stuff. And a white kid dies because a black kid couldn't control himself, brings a knife to school. Black people celebrate it. They donate. They send in money. White people got to sit back and deal with. I'm not sitting here. I'm just telling the truth. White people sitting back and watching it constantly play out over and over and over, constantly being told they racist. I'm not saying that there aren't anybody that's not racist on either side. It definitely is. Constantly being told that. That happens, somebody get killed, then it's celebrated, get paid $500,000 for it. Then this woman gets caught on camera doing something despicable as well, but nowhere near what happened to Austin Metcalf. Received similar donations, and now somehow the white man. And that's when this starts to happen. You're going to see more and more videos like this pop up all over the internet, man. We're now being told to get over Austin Metcalf.
So, you know about that Shiloh bitch, right? She was able to raise nearly $500,000. At the time that I'm recording this anyway, nearly $500,000. I probably made it worse for myself. By going to the actual page and looking up what people were the comments that they were leaving when they were donating to her. To interject here, look at this one. Search this. Stay informed. Look at what they're saying. There's a reason why some of them remain anonymous. Also, you're just gonna have to get over this. Get over it.
You just did the very thing that you said you're against. What makes our side more noble or morally correct? For us to be able to go get over it is behavior like this that creates the behavior that you've seen in the comment section. Why can't you call out us when we're doing the same thing? I appreciate my guy, Jeffrey Mend, on this situation as well. He made it in the previous video as well. Make sure y'all please go follow him in his content. He does the Lord's work. Seriously. I'm going to play this clip real quick and go grab me some something to eat real quick. Your boy over here starving.
There's a mom, Shiloh Hendrix, going viral on the internet right now. She told a kid who, by the way, when you actually look at the picture, the kid is like pretty decent sized child. He was rummaging through her bag and stealing her children's, I guess, toys or whatever out of her bag. She tells him to fuck off, essentially.
No, let's call it for what it is. She called him the N-word. Hard R. And no, that's not okay, nor is it acceptable. If that child was rummaging through her stuff, you could call him a piece of crap, you could call him a thief, you could call him a burglar. There's a million things you could call this individual. She specifically chose to use that word. And what's even more crazy is it was a child making these poor decisions, not an adult. So no, Shiloh Hendrix shouldn't have said that, and she doesn't deserve a GoFundMe or a Give, Send, Go or whatever that's worth over $500,000. But here's why that's actually happening, in my opinion. And this is one of the reasons I've been so vocal on trying to fight Black racism against white people and calling it out. Shiloh Hendrix has now raised more money than Carmelo Anthony. And she raised this money after calling a Black individual the N-word with a hard R. That is wild. But him raising $500,000 after stabbing a white kid in the chest is also wild. This is a response to that. White people saw a white kid get stabbed in the chest by a Black kid. This Black kid should have never had that weapon to begin with. Then they saw Black people telling this kid good job, supporting him and sending him hundreds of thousands of dollars. And many of the Black community's response to him stabbing him in the chest and sending this money to his Give, Send, Go is a problem. And now the same thing with Shiloh Hendrix and white people sending her money, backing her after she called this young child the N-word. That is a problem. And again, this is why I've been so focused in many cases on calling out bad behavior in the Black community, because I see it as destructive, and it is destructive. Because many Black Americans are creating the exact thing they say they do not want. When white people consistently see you saying derogatory things towards them, talking about you don't care what happens to them, sending money to a Black American to defend himself after he stabbed a white child in the chest, and being happy about it, what response do you expect? Everybody's gonna have their limit. There's typically 3 types of white people that are supporting Shiloh. One is just flat out racist. Yes, those people are out there 100% undeniable. The second is trolls, people that want to troll Black people and just piss them off, because we're very reactive. It's easy to get a reaction out of us, especially with things like this. But the third is people who are sick and tired of the double standard and being treated poorly by Black people, and then they're expected just to take that from Black people because they're Black and they're white. A lot of them are saying, no, we're done with the double standard. We're done being treated like crap, and this is how we're going to respond to you if you want to play this game. And make no mistake, this is white people lashing back out after years of having to be quiet and not respond to Black people being overtly racist to them. Like I said before, people can only take so much before backlash actually happens. But many Black people, by perpetually being racist and aggressive to white Americans, are actively creating the situation they say they want to avoid. If you don't want people to be racist to you, do not be racist to them. Again, this is not me defending white people or Shiloh Hendrix. Shiloh Hendrix doesn't deserve it, really, any of the money she got. But what I'm doing is I'm objectively looking at what's happening and just being real. I'll say it again, if you don't want other people to be racist to you or your people, do not be racist to them, and urge your people to not be racist to them. That is the best way we can have both sides get along in this country. Because right now, the racial tension is just rising. And that is not a world you or I want to live in. It's not a pretty place to be.
Man, one day I hope to be able to be that clear and concise with my words. I'm appreciative of who I am, but just giving him some kudos right now at how he was able to lay that out so perfect. What we're seeing right now is definitely a response to the years of white people this, white people that, white people this, white people that. And then as soon as Black people this, all Black people rally. And we're seeing now just a vicious response in America from all sides. Seriously. I don't think that they deserved any of this money, man. And this is a scary territory that we're entering in right now, and I just can't help but pray. All I can do is my best, which is trying to get the truth out there for people to be able to see the paradoxes and hypocrisies, and the plan of both sides. I just wish we all could see this. How we're contributing to this problem that we're saying we want to avoid. We can no longer be racist and claim that because we're Black, we can't be racist. It's no longer an excuse. Please, please, go check on somebody today. You can quite literally be saving their life. Be safe.